As at 2017, the police have installed 5,000 cameras under PolCam 2.0 project in town centres, neighbourhood centres, hawker centres and linkways leading to transportation nodes such as MRT stations and bus interchange. PolCam 2.0 includes cameras which are designed to detect anomalous events. These include public order situations like persons fighting and sudden congregation or dispersal of crowd. The system will then alert the police operators and police resources can be dispatched if necessary. The system can also identify suspects and allow officers to quickly search for images to facilitate investigations. The technology continues to be refined. Police cameras, including the versions before PolCam 2.0, in general, have proven to be very useful in helping the police deter and solve crimes, including unlicensed money lending, theft, and outrage of modesty. As at the end of 2017, video footage from police cameras have helped to solve more than 2,300 cases. The deployment of cameras is crucial in deterring and dealing with crime and any terrorist activity. The police will continue to install more cameras. Our approach has brought support from the public and has resulted in people feeling safe. Public confidence and trust in the police remains high. In a perception survey conducted in 2016 by the police, about 95% of respondents feel safe in their neighbourhoods and trust the Singapore Police Force as an organisation. Among the survey respondents who felt safer than before, the installation of police cameras in the estates was one of the top factors contributing to their perception that their neighbourhood is safer. SPF has data protection safeguards and controls on the use of police camera footage. The footage is securely stored and only authorised persons are allowed to access them. Any officer found accessing the footage for unauthorised purposes will be severely dealt with.
Mr. Pritam Singh.
I'd like to thank the Parliamentary Secretary for that reply. I just have two supplementary questions for the, I beg your pardon, three supplementary questions for the PolSec. Firstly, is there a more restricted regime in respect of privacy for data collected under PolCam 2.0 compared to PolCam 1.0 in view of the range of information that is collected? Secondly, how often are audits carried out to ensure that the information collected under PolCam 2.0 in particular is secure and only used for the purposes for which it is collected? The third question is, how soon is data wiped out under PolCam 2.0 as compared to PolCam 1.0? Thank you.
On how soon the data is wiped out, I'm not able to reveal because of operational considerations. As for the audit and the regularity of audit, and I think the other question on whether the regime is restricted, we already have a very strict regime. The whole point is to ensure that we maintain public trust and confidence. And this is something that we do very regularly. We have strict protocols, and we ensure that, as I mentioned, access is restricted and tightly controlled, and any persons found using the footages or accessing the information for unauthorized purposes will be severely dealt with. Thank you.
Mr. Asman Ahmad.
One question for the PolSec. You mentioned it's 5,000 cameras already implemented. How many more to go? Thank you.
Police plans to install 11,000 cameras at 2,500 locations island-wide under the PolCam 2.0 program, and this will be done over the next few years. So as I mentioned just now, we have about 5,000 cameras, so we've got about 6,000 more to go under PolCam 2.0.
Mr. Pritam Singh.
Just a final supplementary question for the PolSec. I believe the question wasn't answered. How often are audits conducted to ensure that the information is secure?
I think it's sufficient to say that audits are conducted on a regular basis. We have strict protocols on this. I'm not at liberty to discuss exactly how we conduct the internal operations, but it's suffice to say that as and when there are irregularities, it's done on a very regular basis, and as and when the need requires, we do checks. So I hope that answers the question.